Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Guido Goes Off. I think it's finally time I said my 2 cents. I've listened to everybody else. Of course, my good buddies John, Justin, watched their shows on the matter. Of course, even to the ones with many more followers, such as Wrestling with Regret. And now it's finally my time for my 2 cents on the current issues regarding the Alberto Del Rio and Paige. No, Alberto Del Rio. Why am I using his WWE name? Alberto El Pichon and Paige situation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, the situations have escalated quite quickly this week. We thought things were crazy a couple weeks ago when when we thought they had broken up. But now, as it seems, things have, like I said, escalated quite quickly. As we all know, this really started on Monday, where it was announced that the Orlando Police Department had begun an investigation into Alberto on domestic battery charges. They said the incident stemmed from a altercation at the Orlando airport with a unidentified female. And it was then that audio became available via TMZ that there was an altercation between Alberto and Paige. It was in regards to it took some time, but basically what happened was eventually she was alleging that a fan threw a drink in Del Rio's face. Then the audio came out that it was a fight between Paige and Alberto, and that she had thrown a drink in his face because of something that had upset her. And, well, the audio clearly states that there was a major shouting match between the two. Cops were threatened to be called. She was trying to get away from him. Security ended up getting, and they said there's been a lot of talk as to what is in the tape, what isn't in the tape. And what the whole situation was. We have several different versions, but I don't know if we have the whole truth. But as I said, stemming from that incident, the Orlando Police Department did decide that they were going to go into an investigation into domestic battery charges. Soon after, Paige's brothers, Roy and Zach Bevis, spoke out about the situation with their sister, with Roy even going so far as to say that he knows full well that Alberto has been beating Paige for the past 6 months. I have seen pictures in that time frame where it's clear that she has bruises. At one time, her eye was messed up, and it's clear that you question where these bruises came from. the two of them mentioned also that the reason for the fight was because of their uncle, who's not doing very well. Don't have a status update on him, but he was in the hospital. And it's alleged that um, she was upset about that, and that Del Rio told her to stop crying, and that he hoped her uncle died. And that's what prompted her to throw the drink in his face. Um, there was even mention that she had told airport security that he had been on coke. He had been doing coke nonstop for the past 2 days, and that he was screaming that there was cocaine in her bag. But this has all um, brought this up to the point at which we are today. Um, it was released earlier this morning, and then during a press conference, was confirmed by Jeff Jarrett that Global Force Wrestling has suspended Alberto indefinitely, pending these investigations. There was a statement released on Monday that they said that they were going to cooperate fully with law enforcement in the matter, but nothing had been done up until this point, which leads me to suggest things may be a bit more serious, and then Global Force could be distancing themselves from the situation. And then later on, Paige sent out some tweets, which is her side of the story. The problem is, it does not sound as if it was her words, or rather something she was told to say. Ladies and gentlemen, there is overwhelming evidence, and it's clear just by their interactions and how they are with each other. This relationship is textbook abusive. And Paige is showing the symptoms of what's known as battered person syndrome. Again, don't know, don't have a crystal ball on how this is going to pan out. I wish I did. But it simply put is the relationship is not healthy. And that Alberto Alpatron is a monster. It is pure and simple. Because I know she has asked for privacy at this time. There is a difference between privacy and isolation. And that is one of the hallmarks of an abusive relationship, and that is what Alberto has done. He has isolated her as much as possible, to the point where if you want to talk to her, you have to be in his good graces. And that's not right. It's not right to anyone involved. While I believe Global Force has made a good decision, I don't believe it's far enough. And we as wrestling fans need to know that need to let people that do business with this man know that this will not be tolerated. That if you do business with this man, and man is a term I use very loosely, that we, as wrestling fans, will not do business with them. You have tickets to Global Force, sell them. If he's on the card, sell them. If you know of an upcoming event where he is scheduled to appear, which even then is hit or miss, as we've seen as of late, inform the promoters that because he is on the card, you will not be attending that event. And of course, no merchandise. Do not support this man in any way, shape, or form. Because as we've seen, he has a history of violence. Between the incident in Mexico City and the incident in Austria, we know this man is very handy with fists, especially when he's been drinking. And if you're a supporter of his, I can't tell you not to be, because we all have free will in this world. But know you're supporting a man who doesn't believe in love. He believes in control. He believes in manipulation. As far as Paige is concerned, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've almost given up. But then I think to myself, what if someone had given up on me? I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm in a very bad place. Right now, I am unemployed. I'm trying to find work, and it's been quite a struggle. I thought it'd be quicker by now, but it hasn't been. But I've got the support of family. I've got the support of friends. I've got a wonderful woman in my life. And this woman, she stands by me no matter what. And I stand by her no matter what. And a lot of you out, and there's some of you out there who know what no matter what has been in my life. That is love. That is a relationship. Two people willing to go at it against the world. Not one forcing the other into submission. That's not love. That's control. And while she has asked for their privacy in this matter, if you support Paige, if you care enough, let her know that you support her and want her to be happy and healthy. And that no matter what, it's not her fault. If you don't support Paige, just out of human decency, think if it was your sister getting abused, or your mom. I know there's some people out here watching that have experienced that. I'm sorry for that. No one needs to see that, to be a part of that. It's the very worst of humanity. And if you yourself are in that kind of relationship, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You are worth it. You are worth proper attention. You are worth love. You are worth more than good enough. Because good enough isn't good enough. If you love someone, you do everything for them. And they should do everything for you. And if they're not, question the relationship a little bit. Above all, don't give up. No matter what someone else does to try to take your individuality, your free will, do not let them. Because as some brave lady we all know once said, if you don't like the world you live in, you have the power to change it. That's going to do it. Sorry my voice didn't go up. You have anything to say about what I said? Leave me a comment. I'm sure you all know my social media by now. If you like this video, you can subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, share this video. Because if it gets one person out of an abusive relationship, if it gets one person to rethink how their life is going, if it's one, it saves one life, then this is all worth it. I am the Guido, and I think we're done here.